Hey everyone, so in today's beauty video I will be testing a new collaboration with Obsession. It's probably not that new anymore because knowing Revolution they've probably got 1,000 more collections coming out, but there is one thing I wanted to test, and it was Rady's collection with Obsession, and she's got 3 palettes out. She has one called Daydream, which is in a box. Let me just move that. Which is in a box like this. It looks amazing. And this is the Daydream palette. And then she's got the Dusk palette, and they're both eyeshadow palettes. And then she has this palette that is a highlighter palette, and it's double-sided. So you've got the sunlight and the moonlight. So I'm going to open them all up, show you the inside, do some swatches, do a tutorial, and give you my overall thoughts on the collection. Let's just be clear though, I usually tend to love everything that comes out from Revolution and Obsession. So one side has these highlights, and this is the Moonlight one. And then it has a little thing, quote from her. You open it, it goes like that. There's a big mirror, which I love. And these are the highlights. I must admit, I have been using this highlight every day for work, so I've kind of already tested this, but only one shade, so I think I will test out some more shades of this. So I've swatched both sides on my hand. So these 4 at the top are one palette, and these 4 at the bottom are another palette, and this is all the shades. So just from swatching it, there's a few shades that are more glittery than highlighty. So this shade at the top here is more chunky glitter in this shade here. And I think in the palette, let's see what they're called. What was this first side? So the glittery shades were Dancing Elves and Nocturnal, and that's on the side of Moonlight. So that's the top one. And then the bottom one, they're like lovely blush topper shades and like lovely highlighter shades. They're more wearable on the sunlight shade. So I feel like the Moonlight shade is more like if you're going out and you just want to add a bit of glitter to your look. That's the kind of shades you would use. So yeah, I'm going to get into the eyeshadow palettes. So the Dusk palette looks like this, exactly like the packaging. And then when you open it up, these are the shades, and they look amazing. And I've just swatched them, and I love the array of like the mattes. There's so many different types, which is really nice. But the burgundy shade here stained my finger. Don't know if you can see that, so that was a bit funny. But yeah, I've swatched them all for you on the back of my hand, and I will show them now. The mattes swatched really well. Like, so the darker mattes over here swatched amazing. And then there are all the shades. And there's like this shade, which one was it? This second shade here, it's like a gold. It's more of a topper than it is a eyeshadow. So you could probably put it over a shadow. Maybe we'll test that one out. Okay, and then we'll go on to the final palette, which is the palette. And this is what the inside looks like. I have probably stuck my nail in a shade, dropped some pigment in another shade round here. I've made a mess of this palette already, and it's quite funny. But yeah, and this silver shadow here, it's swatched, like I'll swatch it again in front of you guys, but it's more like a foil than it is an actual, I don't know, it's just amazing. So yeah, this palette is more like brighter and more, again, because it's called the Daydream palette, so you can make some really bright looks from this. I might not use it as much, but it's always nice to have in your collection. And these are the shades. I always go, it's weird, when you go like that it's straight, and then when you go like that it's all crooked. This is that silver colour I was talking about. All the mattes swatch so well. Like, it's only, even a lime green, it's not as lime as I'd want it to be, but it's very bright for a £10 palette. Yeah, and they were all £10, all the palettes. And Makeup Revolution always have like some offers on, and if you, at the moment Superdrug's 3 for 2, so you could get them for 20. No, they're in Boots, so no, sorry. But yeah, let's get on to the eye look. I think I'm going to choose the Dusk palette just because it's more my kind of palette that I'd go for. And yeah, we'll start the tutorial. First I'm going to start with the shade here called Rosy Lee, which is more of a cool tone brown. I'm going to put that all in my crease to start off with. It is very cool toned. But I feel like cool tones suit me better, berry colours, and it's not patchy at all. I really like that shade. Like I say, it suits me better, these colours. Then I'm going to go in with this burnt brown shade called Treehouse. It's very pigmented. Ombre together look so nice. I love that. Bit of fallout. And to really deepen it up, I'm going for this dark brown shade called Otter Baby. Then I feel like going into that very bright palette and taking this, what is it called? Rain Dance colour, that foil, and just putting it all over my lid. I feel like that colour just, it spoke to me and I have to use it. And I'm going to put, like, look, wow. Wow, you do not need to wet a brush for this one. Okay, there's that glitter all under my face. And then I want to go in, there was a burgundy shade, sorry, just find it. I want to go in with this shade in the other palette called Dusk, called Rose Madder, the one that technically stained my finger for a little while, but I want to just put that on the outer corner and in the crease a bit. That went on over like really nicely. Definitely bake under your eyes when you use that shadow. I've got silver glitter all under my eyes, which is quite annoying. So for underneath the eye, I'm actually going to start off with that burgundy shade called Rose Madder. I really like that. And then I'm going to just blend it out with Treehouse. I'm going to do that quite fast. Time to go into this palette and pull out a highlighter for my face, because I can't believe it, I'm not wearing any. And I think because I usually use that one shade for work, which is called Treasure Hunt, which is this shade here, I think I might use the shade next to it, which is called My Sunshine, and put that everywhere. Okay. It's not as blinding as some people might want them, but I'm not that type of person to go for a blinding highlight anymore. I like something that kind of looks like it's giving me a glow from within, and these just melt into your skin. Like, look at that, like it just looks so nice on the skin. I really love the highlighters. I really love the eyeshadow palettes. Like, I'm just hoping when I take the pink shade off, when I take my makeup off, that I haven't stained my eyelid. But who knows? I'm going to write that in the down bar if it did stain, just so that you guys are aware. But even my finger now, it's come off my finger, like from swatching the other shades. So I'm hoping with it mixed with the other colours, it should come off, because it's not the first shade straight onto my skin. I didn't use a primer, and this is the eye look. So overall, I really think I love this collection. They are worth £10 a palette, and I would recommend you go and buy them. Wait for them to go on 3 for 2 or something, because they're worth having in your collection. And this silver shade on my lids, I love it. Absolutely love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like it and subscribe down below, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.